So first off, fellas, congratulations being a semi-finalist.
Righteous.
So let the world know your names and where you're from.
Well, I'm a king, and I'm from the Ville.
One half of the Ville, Young E.
Okay. So the Ville. Explain to me what the Ville means.
The Ville is well, I know you know what I'm saying.
The Ville. Basically, the Ville is an acronym. You know what I'm saying? The acronym means victory is living life every day.
Every day.
You know what I'm saying? The
That's
Ville.
what I mean, every day.
Not only does it represent our outlook on life, period, it also represents where we're from, because we're from Vacaville. You know what I'm saying? So it's two birds with one stone kind of a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So who came up with that? That was deep. Who came up with that?
Well, actually, we both did.
That was a collab.
That was a collective thing. We was just sitting down brainstorming, had music without a name, and we had to put a name with it.
Exactly.
Right. So with the collaboration and the creative process, so when did y'all become a group? Like how did the whole meeting come about?
I mean, we knew each other. We've been knowing each other since we was ankle low to a centipede. So I mean, we've grown up together.
Okay.
And we've done music in different ways. I mean, he was freestyle-aholic, you know what I'm saying? And everybody knew that he could spit. Everybody knew he had ability.
Right.
And I had a little bit more of the formal training. You know, I went the route.
Was already into the music. He already had his bands going and everything, and already had the studio set up for E to hop in there.
Right.
So E was always over there, and he was always like, hey, because I was called Bug. You know what I'm saying? I used to be go by Bug back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, Bug, man, just come through, man, come spit.
Right.
So I was always freestyling, but I didn't know how to write. So about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, he came to me and he was like, look, I'm gonna teach you how to write these bars, and we gonna go. Me and you, we gonna go.
That's huge.
And then since then,
And y'all been to Ville ever since.
Yeah.
Ville ever since.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So I was checking out this song, the song that made the semifinals, To the Moon, right?
To the Moon.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about To the Moon.
Let's break it down for me real quick.
Everybody was a kid before.
Yeah.
And you watch cartoons, and you often look up to the moon.
Right.
And in cartoons, it always was, that's your cheese, that's the goal.
Mm-hmm.
That's everything that you're looking for is on the moon.
Yeah.
So if we can get to the moon,
you know
what I'm saying, we'll be where we at. We'll at least be okay to take care of any other problems. And that's the goal. You know what I'm saying?
It's just about it's about putting perspective to what you're doing. Whether you're doing music, whether you working, 9 to 5, and then whatever you're doing, you're doing it for a purpose. You know what I'm saying? And the moon metaphorically is your goal. You know what I'm saying? You pushing and keeping focus on what you're doing, and knowing that as long as you have the energy and the heart to do what you're doing, then you're doing the right thing.
Exactly. Now I was listening to the Moon at the house on mysaclive.com.
Yes,
right.
I was checking it out, and I couldn't help but my two-step. I had a mean two-step because it's like a real vibe joint. So who produced the joint?
DJ Technique killed that. DJ Technique. That's our boy out of Fairfield.
Yeah, Fairfield. We actually met him by going to school with him at Wussy Wood.
Okay.
He was always doing beats back then, and we was always trying to get with him. And I was always freestyling on his tracks, and we could never catch up with him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we was just never catching up with each other on the music thing. And then, same time he taught me how to write bars, he stepped right back into the picture.
Like I said, everything just kind of came together, and that's that sense of destiny. Then mysaclive.com ended up giving us the opportunity.
Much love.
Much love for that. You know what I'm saying? They gave us the opportunity to do what we doing that we know is quality. We know the message behind what we saying is good. Gave us a forum.
Okay. So how did y'all, speaking of my Sac Live, how did y'all hear about it? How did that come about?
Honestly, I was talking to my little sister, you know what I'm saying, and my Sac Live big throughout the high schools, you know what I'm saying. They go and they make sure that their face is known and keeping kids to keep this music in schools, and, you know what I'm saying, letting them know that they're active in the community.
Right.
She came home and was looking on the website, and I was like, oh, what you looking at? And she was like, oh, these folks was at my school today. And I kind of looked through and I was listening. I was like, man, this is nice. Just the whole spirit behind the movement was nice. You know what I'm saying? And anything that's that positive, you can't deny something that's that nice.
Absolutely. So now that you in it, you've got accustomed to my Sac Live. You submitted a song. You were semi-finalist. Were you planning on submitting more music?
Oh, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? We look at this experience. like when you meet your first best friend in school. You meet that person, you know that person's gonna be with you forever. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is a person, this is an entity in a group that we can never separate ourselves from, never turn our back on. So we're gonna keep
a lifelong connection. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
MySacLive.com.
Even if you don't love me, I love you back. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them kind of things.
So last question that I think the people want to know just a little bit about on the song. The song it's a real smooth delivery. It's a real smooth record. So like, what musically, what are your influences for the both of y'all? What influenced you, maybe an artist or whatever, to start doing music?
You want to take it first?
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? My influences are bananas. I mean, I go from everywhere from Fody, who's my favorite lyricist. You know, I got big up to Fody. You know what I'm saying? Good old Earl. But you know, musically, I look at people like Pink Floyd, you know what I'm saying? I look at people like Bootsy Collins. I look at folks, you know, that actually made music. You know, a lot of people get it twisted and think that people that just get on there and get on the beat machines or get on, you know, your Phantoms or your Tritons or whatever, that you're just pushing keys. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have good formal training behind this and know what they're doing. Granted, they got like programs like Fruity Loops and stuff like that where you can cheat and go shortcut, you know what I'm saying? But that's still something that teaches. But I look at people that actually did it when you had nothing, and if your fingers couldn't do it, you couldn't make it. And that kind of gives me the inspiration on my end.
Yeah, mine's is, I mean, going from today to the past would be T.I. for one. Because he just, that struggle that he went through is more like my life struggle. You know
still going through.
And it's still going through. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we currently in this bowl of you know what.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? So his struggle helped, you know what I'm saying? It always helped me just to get through. You know what I'm saying? So then we go back before then, you know what I mean? He had the No Limit, you know, Cash Money. I mean, come on, man. Come on. I feel like I was a hot boy. You know what I mean? I felt like I was in No Limit. I felt like I was there. You know, then we go back even further. I mean, Hammer. I played for MC Hammer's baseball team in Oakland. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, things go deep. I mean, James Brown, Mike Jack, come on, man. R.I.P. We got to love these people and respect what they have done. What we trying to push is hip-hop soul. Because it's soul music, you know what I'm saying? It's all in your soul.
And that's where this music started with. A lot of them folks and people, that's what I'm saying, it's about educating. That's why I love my Sac Live so much, because it gives you the opportunity to learn more. Even if you're not there all the way, you're not ready for TV and be on BET, you can learn. And you have a cool place to learn. But a lot of folks, like, you look at people that do a lot of the sampling and stuff like that, they sampling stuff they don't even know nothing about. You know, you can tell them, oh, that's such and such. They'd be like, oh, for real? I didn't even know that. I didn't know that was a theme song. That's What's My Mama or whatever. You know, they're just using stuff. And like I said, it's just a blessing to be able to have an opportunity to show folks that you don't always have to just jump in on the back end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? You can pioneer and spearhead something. You don't have to be a follower. You know, leaders are alive and well.
Straight up. So that's the goal. The goal of my Sac Live is to get us out of that struggle that you spoke about and get us to the moon.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
So, in the spirit of doing that, let them know what your song is. Let them know to vote for it.
You know
let them know that y'all need to win the contest.
Y'all out here.
This the Ville.
Repping.
What's happening?
You know what I'm saying?
Jake Gibb.
You know what I'm saying? In the building. And y'all need to go ahead and vote for the moon. You know what I'm saying?
To the moon. To the moon. Get there. It is a goal of ours. It is a goal of yours.
It's good for your ears. It's good for your heart.
It's for the people. You know what I'm saying? So get to the moon. I mean, after that, it's more bread. And that's a planet too.
You know what I'm saying? Don't even worry about that.
SacLive.com. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, Jay. You know what I mean? It's all love always.
Yes, sir.
For sure. 100. And then from there, you can just keep rolling, drop. So basically, this is, you should say, you know, your name.
We are
the Ville. You know what? I wouldn't do that. I think every time I say that, I think that's corny. So you can say your name, one half of the Ville, and one half, or something like that. I
put our own twist on it instead of the cornball.
The We Are the Ville thing is like the Supremes or something.
We are the children.
I don't want y'all to look like that. I don't want y'all to look like that, man. So do y'all drop mysaclive.com, and you all good.
Yes, sir. Well, yes, this is a king of the Ville, one half.
You know what I'm saying? Young E, other half, you know, complete the cipher. You know, make sure you guys.
MySacLive.com.
Thank you. If it ain't big enough, it's going to be bigger soon.
Scoot back.
It's going to be bigger soon.
MySacLive.com.
Do it.
Get there, click it.
You need it in your life.
You know?
There it is.
Joy.
And there it is.
Appreciate y'all.
Oh, yeah, baby.